It's day 11 in our Disciple Makers devotional. And today we're talking about being spirit empowered. Here's the principle: there's really no pressure in producing fruit in terms of making disciples because the Spirit does the real work anyway. Maybe you're going through this and you're starting to feel a little bit nervous. I think the disciples felt nervous also as Jesus explained all this to them in John 13 through 17. In chapter 15, he said here, I will send an advocate, the Spirit of truth. He's talking about the Holy Spirit. He will come to you from the Father and will testify all about me. He says, and you also must testify about me because you've been with me from the beginning. But notice, I think that Jesus, if you go back and read this whole chapter, I think Jesus is saying this probably because he sees that they're nervous. He's saying, go out and bear fruit, go make disciples. He's getting ready to leave the earth, go to the cross and leave the earth and then leave them to make disciples. And they were nervous, and maybe you're nervous too. But I want you to know what Jesus wanted you to know. The Holy Spirit will help you. So here's a question for you as you journal and think about this. What are your biggest fears or roadblocks when it comes to mentoring? And read this passage. In fact, read this entire passage, John chapters 13 through 17, and see if you can't relate to the disciples as they were probably nervous too. And just remember that you will be empowered by the same Holy Spirit that empowered those fishermen disciple makers. And they changed the world, and you can too.